We got an interesting number for Rainbow Six Extraction. We have some leaks about some more games coming to Xbox Game Pass alongside a REDFALL rumor, and Microsoft and Xbox make changes to their transaction and auto renewal system. Welcome back to another video, guys. If you enjoy daily content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So Rainbow Six Extraction has now been out for a week, and as we know, this game launched into Xbox Game Pass, and since its release it has reached 3 million players, which makes the game currently the 4th most popular title on Game Pass on console in the United States. Now, this is a game that is a complete spin-off, completely different than Rainbow Six Siege, which is a PvP game. Rainbow Six Extraction is a co-op game where you still have the same operators from Rainbow Six Siege, but you are doing completely different things. Like, you're going into these levels and you're trying to complete certain objectives with these like alien style, mutant style enemies coming at you. I've played it for about 7-8 hours so far, and I have to admit, I'm actually really enjoying the game. At first, I was like iffy on it, but then I kept going, and you're unlocking more stuff. There's always objectives to do besides the main objective once you launch into one of the levels, and it's actually really fun. Like, if your character gets hurt, you can't use them for a bit and you have to go and complete more objectives to increase their health, or let's say you die within the level, you're gonna have to go back into that level to try to extract them. There's a lot of cool things with this game, and if you have someone to play with, even if it's just one other person, because it is a 3-person co-op game, it's still fun and you can still get a lot of stuff done. So I do recommend this game for people to go check out if they haven't yet, and I will continue to be playing it. But besides that, what this is showing, I think, for Ubisoft is that you put it into Xbox Game Pass, like we've seen many times before, you're gonna get a lot of players jumping in to the game right away. And for a co-op game, it's an absolutely perfect game for Xbox Game Pass, and maybe this will incentivize Ubisoft to put more of their games into Game Pass, or at least more games like this. And we know Ubisoft Plus is coming to Xbox, and putting games into Game Pass right now with Rainbow Six Extraction may be an initial test to see if more of that stuff is going to happen within the future, and maybe Ubisoft Plus eventually could become a part of the Xbox Game Pass service like EA Play did. So it looks like another Annapurna game is launching into Xbox Game Pass on day 1, and this game here is called A Memoir Blue. It should be coming out on March 24th, so it's another March Xbox Game Pass game. And this is a game, it's like an atmospheric storytelling game. You're going through a journey through the memories of a character called Miriam, who is a champion swimmer, who on the day of her greatest success dwells on her childhood memories of her mother and a special trip they took. So it's one of those like interactive storytelling games, but it's another game, like I said, from Annapurna coming over to the service. And Annapurna has actually released a decent amount of games into Xbox Game Pass, so I foresee that continuing in the future. So we have A Memoir Blue coming out on March 24th. Then we'll go down here. I may miss some because I don't remember them all, but I remember 12 Minutes was an Xbox Game Pass. The Artful Escape, a really awesome interactive storytelling game in Xbox Game Pass. We also have Outer Wilds, I believe was in Xbox Game Pass, or still is in Xbox Game Pass. And there's also Gorogoa, which is a game I think just recently came out onto the service, which is kind of a puzzle game. So this publisher seems to be putting a lot of their games, all their big ones, into Xbox Game Pass, and we may see more of that in the future. We got some more news as well about Shredders, which is that snowboarding game that is coming to Xbox Game Pass, and it's been delayed. It was supposed to be coming out in February, but apparently the date got leaked, and it is now going to be coming out on March 17th. And again, a day 1 Xbox Game Pass release, and this is a game I'm actually really excited for. I love snowboarding games. We haven't gotten too many great snowboarding games in a long time. I mean, we do have Riders Republic, that's more of like an arcadey style snowboarding game. This one here looks more simulation, which it looks really, really cool. It goes back to like thinking of getting like amped on the original Xbox. That was a ton of fun. Then even like the crazy like SSX games, which were awesome. You had like Shaun White snowboarding and just a bunch of snowboarding games back in the day that used to always come out. We don't see that anymore. So Shredders coming out on day 1 on Xbox Game Pass has me pumped, and I'm excited to try it out. Unfortunately, like I said, it's been delayed now until March 17th, 2022. And then finally, we got some rumors for a huge Game Pass game, a huge Xbox Game Studios game, and that is REDFALL. As we know, we saw this at the Bethesda and E3 event. Just kind of came out of nowhere. It was the last game that they showed. It's a brand new IP coming from Arcane, and what we know so far, it is a co-op shooter vampire style game, but I believe there will be like a story with it as well. and it was supposed to be coming out, I believe, this summer of 2022, but now from these rumors we have a bit more information. Now again, it's a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but apparently it's going to now launch in October. There will be a 5th playable character that has not yet been announced. James Masters from Buffy the Vampire Slayer will voice the main villain in English. The campaign will be around 18 hours long, and there will be vampire animals. So all of this sounds awesome. I mean, an October launch date makes sense. Campaign being 18 hours long, that's a lengthy campaign, so there will probably be a long, hopefully interesting and deep story within this game. There will be vampire animals as well, and this is a game I'm pretty excited for. I mean, we don't see that many vampire style games. We see a lot of like the zombie stuff, so I think this will be a good change up. You'll have varying different enemies. They're going to be attacking you in different ways rather than just like the vampires running at you or like exploding and stuff like that. So that's exciting. Redfall is definitely a game I'm looking forward to. I really hope we see more gameplay of it soon. I think we will. If this is releasing in October, you'll definitely see it at like E3 in the summer, and maybe an event or something between E3 and its release, or even before E3 we may see some more information on the game. And finally, to end things off here, Microsoft is making changes to refunds and auto renewals on Xbox. So this has happened after the CMA identified concerns with their process. So here's what Microsoft is going to be doing. They will be providing more transparent upfront information to help customers understand their Xbox membership. The info includes details on renewal dates, costs, and even how to claim a refund if you accidentally renew a membership. Microsoft will also now contact users on 12-month renewals ahead of time in case they want to cancel before renewal. And this will stretch to inactive users too, who will be reminded that they're still paying if they're not using certain services. Now, this is great, and Michael Grenfall, the executive director of enforcement at the CMA, have this to say about it. Gamers need to be given clear and timely information to make informed choices when signing up for auto-renewing memberships and subscriptions. We are therefore pleased that Microsoft has given the CMA these formal undertakings to improve the fairness of their practices and protect consumers, and will be offering refunds to certain customers. So, I mean, that's cool. It's always better to make sure that things are more transparent. They're not always continuously charging people's credit cards without them knowing. And let's say you don't like Game Pass. Sometimes you're going to miss turning off that auto renewal. I do it all the time with services, and you're kind of screwed for that month that you're paying for, and then you can stop it so it doesn't continue after that. But Microsoft will be giving you the option to get that refund if you accidentally continue to charge your credit card for Xbox Game Pass. So good to see that they're making those changes. I believe this will be a welcome addition to everybody who's subscribed to the service. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about this stuff in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Rainbow Six Extraction? What do you think about those games coming day one to Xbox Game Pass and the Redfall rumors? And what are your thoughts on Microsoft's changes to their transaction and auto renewal system? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, you like what you saw throughout this video, I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.